To begin with, the watercolors are already laid out because I did not think I'd be making a video. Started with the eyes because honestly, you gotta get those right because otherwise, what's the point of everything else? It's gonna look creepy for a while. There will be an iris eventually, but he looks like a ghoul right now. And then eyebrows, nose, all the things you need to make a face. I like working with the 005 micron first because I can build up the lines. When I come to the bigger areas though, like chins and sleeves, move up to 0.5, add a little bit more personality to those eyebrows, working on the ears. And I'm just going with finding the best places to put the lines, make it look more like Bill and less like a ghoul. You can see that the lines are going on smoother here because it's thicker, and then lots of dots for that shaved undercut of his. I really enjoy doing Bill's hair. That may be my favorite part of him every time I draw him. It's just really, really fun to add that color and that style. Carving out a few more details. I've switched to the 1 size now. That's the best for long flowing lines like you'll have for the cloth in Bill's vest and his shirt, thickening up the ears a little bit. And starting on the hair and realizing I can't really see the pencil lines, and again, I want to get his hair right, so I'm actually laying more lines down with my pencil. Just tracing out where his locks are, through the ponytail and the hair. Those are all done. Sorry, lost the footage on the locks. Sometimes my camera's a pain, but they're done, they look nice. And carving out a profile for him. Big smile, got his nose, the Adam's apple, more shirt details. And we're going to add some gold ink on here. I don't know what kind because I cannot read Japanese and it was a present. But I'm having a whole lot of fun just adding little bits here and there to brighten up his outfit. Bill's really a clothes horse. In our game, he doesn't get to wear very many different outfits, so anytime I can draw him in something different in a different color palette, that's pretty fun. Our game is set in Cursive Strahd, so it can be stressful and scary. It's nice to give Bill something nice. And going on the ear cup, now for some more watercolors, adding in that iris. Finally, that blank-eyed dead zombie stare is gone. Hooray! Mixing up some yellow and some orange that I already had from painting before, and now we're going to work on some sunflowers. I just wanted to have something to carry more gold and color into the background without it fighting with Bill, and that's something that I'm really working on, is adding background details, adding more colors without characters becoming lost, which really takes some practice. Knowing when to be done with a piece is a struggle sometimes because you're just having such a nice time adding all the colors and the inks and the lines. And I think I did a decent job with Bill. Now we're moving on to glazing his hair, adding some depth to it. Why the boy has red hair in a fantasy universe where he does not have regular access to hair dye is a mystery still unsolved. Sometimes I'm going, yeah, he probably just has red hair, and other times it's, we don't question. Elves are magic. Maybe magic is in their hair. Or maybe I just like coloring with red, and that's fine too. Being able to create all these different looks and characters and stories for Dungeons & Dragons is really one of the most delightful parts of it. Bill is a character I have had since college, which was 13, 14 years ago, and seeing how he has grown as I have thrown him at monsters and thrown him at other characters, and building this story that was not there before is just fantastic. Bill has grown and I have grown, and it really is a joy to revisit the same character over and over again. When I was little, I really didn't see the point of drawing the same person over and over again, and part of that was being afraid I could not get them to look the same. And sometimes they don't look the same. It really is a matter of tackling character body language and all that, drying off the watercolors there, painting in the teeth because pure white teeth creep me out. No one has pure white teeth. Finishing up the eye, adding in that glow and some lashes. You boys gotta have good lashes and good brows. And adding in some more watercolor detail just to make sure that ear cuff is shown off. Still working on how I want to show off golds in paintings. I'm relatively happy with how this one went. Still working on that mouth. Thickening up some of the lines, adding some more shadow and contrast. This is just something I like doing stylistically. It makes me happy. I'm bringing in some more dots on the head, matching up the back of the head to the back of the ear. Colored micron time. I would like to have some line work in the background that's not going to compete with Bill's. So I thought I'd break these out and see what would work for the sunflowers. I settled on the brown. It goes with the embroidery in Bill's vest and still fits the overall color scheme I am going for. Traces out those sunflowers so it's real clear they're sunflowers without taking attention away from the main things I want, which is the character, Bill's hair, and, you know, his vest. I want your focus to be on him, which is why his hairlines, his face, and all the rest of it have black, and we've gone with brown for the backgrounds, and I'm happy with how this turned out. I'm gonna try this again in the future. So I thought and finally decided I wasn't happy with how the final shadows were looking on Bill's face. Overworking skin is a problem for me, and I'm only going to get better at it if I practice. I am going slow, putting in very light tones and layering them in, adding in some shade to the shirt as well, mostly to distract myself from the face so I don't panic too much on it and give it time. Now we're going to put in the final touch, which is Bill's black fang earring. He always wears this. Adding in the white. And we are finished. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all, as we have jumped into fall and a very pretty picture that makes me happy. This is something a little bit different for the channel, and if you're interested in more, please let me know. Like, subscribe, etc. You know that drill. I will see you later. I hope that you enjoy the day. Bye.